Welcome to BikeBeat. The 2026 Yamaha MT-10 has arrived, and it's not just another facelift. It's the next step in Yamaha's relentless evolution of the hyper-naked formula, a machine that combines brute torque, razor-sharp technology, and unmistakable character. This is a bike built for riders who want power that feels alive beneath them, not just numbers on a spec sheet. Today on BikeBeat, we're diving deep into what makes the new MT-10 a standout in the street fighter class, from its reworked engine and design to its electronics, handling, and price. At first glance, the 2026 MT-10 looks menacing, almost predatory. Yamaha hasn't abandoned the raw mechanical look that defines the MT series, but every panel feels tighter, more purposeful. The twin LED projectors at the front have been reshaped into slimmer, more focused eyes, surrounded by angular intakes that seem to inhale the road ahead. The tank design is slightly revised for better ergonomics, with deeper knee cutouts and subtle extensions that help channel air around the rider at higher speeds. The tail section is even leaner, now with a flush LED strip that doubles as taillight and indicators. It's a bike that radiates aggression even when standing still, and it doesn't try to hide its mechanical soul. Beneath that skin lies a masterpiece of engineering: Yamaha's 998 cubic centimeters crossplane inline-4, the CP4 engine, re-engineered for 2026 to meet stricter emissions while delivering stronger mid-range torque. Yamaha's engineers have lightened key internals, revised cam profiles, and fine-tuned the intake and exhaust flow to improve throttle precision and torque delivery. The result is roughly 168 horsepower and about 84 lb-ft of torque, but those numbers only tell part of the story. It's the way the power arrives: smooth, meaty, and instant. Twist the throttle and you get that trademark crossplane growl, a deep mechanical rhythm that feels almost alive. Yamaha has also reworked the ride-by-wire throttle for 2026, smoothing low RPM response and eliminating the snatchiness that earlier models sometimes showed. It's more refined but just as ferocious. Gear changes are handled by a 6-speed transmission that now comes standard with a quickshifter for both up and down shifts. It's slick, crisp, and rewarding, especially when you're charging through the gears under load. The assist and slipper clutch helps keep the rear wheel planted during aggressive downshifts, while the quickshifter logic has been updated to feel smoother at low speeds, making urban riding less jerky. Electronics play a massive role in defining the modern MT-10, and Yamaha hasn't held back for 2026. The bike gets an upgraded IMU, now a 10-axis unit, that reads every movement of the machine in real time. It powers a suite of rider aids, including lean-sensitive traction control, cornering ABS, slide control, wheel lift mitigation, and engine brake management. These systems have been recalibrated to feel more transparent, letting the rider push harder before intervention is felt. There are multiple ride modes, from sport to track, rain, and custom, each adjusting throttle response, power output, and traction control levels. Everything is displayed on a new 7-inch full-color TFT screen that looks stunning, crisp, bright, and fully connected. Bluetooth pairing now allows for navigation overlays, call and message alerts, and ride data logging via Yamaha's app. Cruise control and auto-cancel indicators come standard, rounding out the everyday usability side of this machine. The chassis remains an aluminum delta box frame, but Yamaha has subtly reworked its rigidity balance. The result is a frame that feels stiffer when accelerating or braking hard, but allows a touch more flex at lean angles for better feedback mid-corner. The suspension setup is another highlight. The base MT-10 gets fully adjustable KYB forks and a matching monoshock at the rear, both tuned for sharper steering and improved compliance over bumps. The premium SP model features the latest electronically controlled lean suspension that adapts damping on the fly based on throttle input, lean, and braking. Whether you're carving a mountain road or hitting a bumpy city street, it feels composed, confident, and intuitive. Braking performance is handled by twin 320mm front discs with radial-mounted calipers and a 220mm rear rotor. The system delivers firm initial bite and excellent modulation. The cornering ABS is unobtrusive, stepping in only when absolutely necessary. Lightweight 17-inch wheels wrapped in sticky sport tires, 120 at the front, 190 at the rear, complete a package that inspires confidence from the first corner. Riding the MT-10 is an experience that's both visceral and surprisingly manageable. The ergonomics have been refined: the handlebars are now a touch wider and higher, giving a natural riding position that balances aggression with comfort. The seat has been reshaped with denser foam and better contouring, reducing fatigue on longer rides. Despite being a naked bike, Yamaha has managed to improve wind deflection with subtle adjustments to the front cowl and tank shaping. You still feel the wind, but it's less turbulent at highway speeds. Combined with cruise control and smoother throttle mapping, the MT-10 becomes not just a weekend weapon but a capable daily ride. Fuel capacity stays around 17 liters, but with improved combustion efficiency, you can expect slightly better range, somewhere near 180 kilometers before the fuel light comes on, depending on riding style. The bike's overall weight is around 470 pounds fully fueled, and Yamaha has focused on mass centralization, lighter wheels, revised subframe, and optimized engine mounting all contribute to its agile handling feel. Cooling has also improved with dual radiators working more efficiently, which helps manage engine heat even in stop-and-go conditions. Visually, Yamaha's Dark Side of Japan design philosophy continues to evolve. The 2026 model introduces new color schemes, including a stealth matte gray with neon accents and a stunning deep metallic blue reminiscent of Yamaha's racing livery. Small touches like carbon-textured tank panels, brushed aluminum frame guards, and laser-etched MT badging make it look premium. The exhaust has been redesigned to shorter, lighter, and tuned for a deeper, more pronounced tone that brings out the character of that crossplane 4 without breaking sound limits. When it comes to price, Yamaha has managed to keep the MT-10 competitive. The outgoing 2025 model sits at around $14,800 in the US, with the SP variant at $17,300. With the upgrades for 2026, expect the base model to start around $15,500 to $16,000, while the SP will likely touch the $18,000 mark. That's still excellent value compared to European rivals like the Ducati Street Fighter V4, Aprilia Tuono V4, or KTM 1290 Super Duke R, which all push past the $20,000 line. Yamaha continues to deliver a serious performance package at a price that feels justifiable and accessible. Out on the road, the 2026 MT-10 feels like a living thing. There's a sense of connection between the throttle, the chassis, and the rider that few bikes in this category manage to achieve. The torque hits hard but predictably, the electronics fade into the background, and the suspension feels like it's reading your mind. Push it, and it rewards you with confidence. Ride it calmly, and it never feels awkward or twitchy. That balance between ferocity and finesse is what defines this new generation. Of course, no bike is perfect. The MT-10 still isn't the lightest in class, and some riders might wish for a bit more range or wind protection for long hauls. Heat from the engine, while improved, can still be felt in traffic on hot days. But these are small trade-offs when you consider the complete package, the reliability, the tuning, the value, and that intoxicating soundtrack. And that wraps up our look at the 2026 Yamaha MT-10. If you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure to hit that like button, drop a comment to let us know your thoughts, and subscribe to BikeBeat for more deep dive reviews and honest takes on the latest machines from around the world. Until next time, ride safe, ride smart, and keep that throttle twisted.